Alright, we are now live. Welcome to another stream of Buddah and Zionics playing games poorly. My note from the past, from way, like 2 weeks ago. Apparently I'm working on Crystal Oscillators.
Or you want to work on Crystal Oscillators, since right now it's more hodgepodgey.
Yeah, it looks like I am automating Crystal Oscillators. Well, I'm trying to automate Crystal Oscillators. Definitely some work going in here. No power. Seems like a bit of an oversight by past Zionics.
I would say something, but I can't think of any input to give, so... Bad Sonics, bit!
Yeah, that does appear to be the standard. Alright, well. Go ahead and turn power on. See a compelling reason not to.
Well, you were probably trying to map it out.
Well, I already have 4 constructors set up making copper wire. Presumably, past Zionics isn't a fucking retard. You know.
I mean, that's a pretty bold assumption right there.
Yeah, that is a bold assumption. Past Zionics has been kind of dumb from time to time. But,
well, generally, past Sonics and past Buddah hates future Sonics and future Buddah, so, you know, it's better to double check.
So, let's put down... Oh, fuck, I need modular frames. Damn it, Psionics.
Asshole. 100%.
Fucking cunt, dude. Like, seriously. What the hell is he thinking? Not having modular frames to build the goddamn manufactory to figure out what the goddamn recipe is. Yeah, I know I can pull it up in the menu and look at it, but, you know, fuck you. So.
Well, it's like what I'm going to be looking up. I need to look up how to make geothermal, since I believe there's a handful out there that I want to be making.
Computers, motors, modular frames, and copper sheet?
The Miner Mark III provides top-of-the-line resource extraction potential, making it even easier to contribute to project assembly. Project part number 8, the thermal propulsion rocket.
No computers.
Project part of this phase, as it requires turbo motors and thus requires your best.
Oh, it used to require computers, goddammit.
Such as you could get this
so
far.
motors, modular frames, high-speed connectors, copper sheets, and copper wire.
Alright. Crystal oscillator. Quartz, cable, reinforced iron plate.
But we can now make drills numero trace.
Oh. Yeah, I think I understand what I'm doing here. I'm putting out a fuck ton of cable.
Oh, and it doesn't matter.
Iron ore.
To make a drill Mark III, we need supercomputers, fused modular frames, and turbo motors.
I feel like past us knew that, and that's why we didn't get it yet.
Yeah, well, we got it now. Well, after that, all that's left is particle enrichment and uranium.
So that was a fixed misgift. Okay. Another pure iron ore. I don't know if I was necessarily building right here or limestone normal.
You know, we have 46 turbo motors, so we actually can. No, we can legit start making some Mark III drills.
How many turbo motors does it take?
Takes 3 turbo motors and takes 10 fused modular frames. We only have 40 fused modular frames outside of the one, well, yeah, left. And then it is supercomputers. And we have 1 supercomputer. So supercomputer right now is the first check or choke point. Second choke point is the fused, which requires fused. So that requires 1 heavy modular frames, 50 aluminum casing, and 25 nitrogen gas. Which means we need nitric acid, which... Maybe we needed to do particle enrichment first instead of nuclear power plant. Either way, it's not really happening for a second.
So
We can make supercomputers, though. Plastic, high-speed, connectors, AI limiters, and 4 computers. So we could get some shit done.
22.5 quartz crystal a minute. Don't know if I'm getting full out of that. Probably not. 22.5. So 88. So 90, I guess, is what I'm possibly making right here. I don't think I'm putting out 90. So 60 raw quartz a minute. 37.5. Okay. So
Do you remember where you were making motors?
Um, 72 a minute. Motors
Nah.
should be north. No. It's can I ping the map?
I mean, you can, but not for motors.
I don't know if this will show up for you, but I want to say it's like down here, but I don't know if you can see that marker. Oh, yeah. I want to say that's motors.
Alright.
So, 72 quartz. Okay.
I try and go down 1 more level for modular frames. There you be.
So that's 4. That means I need 56 cable a minute and 10 reinforced plate a minute. down. 6 cable. 10 meters light. That's what I need. Okay. It's giving me 30 wire a minute. Cable. Takes 60 and makes 30. Oh, okay. I don't need that second floor of copper.
Need is such a strong term.
Don't have an immediate use for it. So. Grab the emerger. There. There. Neat.
Alright, guess I'll do those two first.
Shit. So let's go ahead and merger that way.
Oh, so it's not too big of an issue. Okay.
Close. Yeah. Smart splitter. Guess I just need to build this one piece at a time. using a bunch of this shit around. I don't already have a sink up here, do I? I don't think so. Can't imagine I would have a reason to have a sink preemptively.
I was gonna say. Oh, that's gonna be unfortunate.
Let's get a sink.
Of course, there's bees.
Not the bees. Right, will be low. Merger. Just there. So, there for now. That's probably all I need. Alright. Take a leak real quick. Be right back.
Remember to check in.
In a minute.
Stupid bees. You know, this is one of those I think back to Factorio where I really wish I could put down turrets and shit like that. Just be like, oh, there were enemies here. Now I'm going to put down turrets, and guess what? Not going to be enemies here the next time I come around.
Yeah, I feel like Factorio dealt with enemies better.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Now, don't get me wrong, in this game, they had to make certain adjustments just because, oh, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? The ability to, because animal bits are still required for certain researches and shit like that.
so you really kind of needed infinite animal bits.
Yeah. How is that an invalid placement, you cheating game? Alright, fine, I'll... Let's start here.
Yeah, actually. I think I want to put the miner facing this way.
No, like yet again thinking back to Factorio is you have to remember in the what was it, the beta phase of the game, they used animal bits as part of their the science research.
Yeah, it was the one of the final science research.
Yeah.
And while that was fine once you got super powerful, like, you can't really automate that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably the reason why they got rid of it, was there was no way. I mean, you could kind of farm it, but you couldn't automate it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, once you got to, you know, godhood, you just kind of had to
Go
keep
out
it.
and destroy bases. Yeah.
Yeah. But you also had an infinite map. Like, as long as you kept running, you would keep getting more and more map. Like, you would never run out of map in Factorio. This is 240 iron a minute. This is a lot of goddamn iron a minute.
And I'll put a platform here.
How many smelters do I need? I need 8 goddamn smelters. It's, smelter that.
Damn it.
Okay, yeah, that should be fine. Okay, that should be.
This is gonna lead to a sad Sonics.
I always hate it when you say shit like that.
Hey man, I was shooting from a distance, just remember.
And that's the magic time.
That should be an additional 400 to 600 megawatts.
Alright. Those are good positions. Okay, I'm checked in for my flight to Grand Cayman.
Woo woo. Zonix is a rich cunt who's going to fancy places for Christmas.
Shit, dude. All said and done, it cost me like $300. At least to get there and to stay. Like there's a jet ski tour I'm gonna do. That's literally more expensive than everything else.
Rich people.
I wouldn't say rich people, but I told
So
you
how
what
do
you
you-
needed to do.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So, how did you pay for some of these things? Oh, that's right, card points.
Yeah. Anyone can get a fucking card, dude.
Anyone can get 6 cards.
Yeah, seriously. It's not that hard. You just need to play the game. And play the game
properly.
well.
Yeah.
If you play the game poorly, you're gonna put yourself into debt and ruin your fucking life. But
In which case, don't do that, please, for the love of
yeah,
God. Do not do that.
don't go open 6 goddamn credit cards because the internet man said no. Don't fucking do that. If you don't know what you're
Research.
if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, don't go fucking doing it. Like,
It's one of
Yeah.
those things, you know. The internet's a good place for research. If you research, don't just listen to the first dumbass that exists on there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can tell you how to do it. I just don't think Buddah gives a fuck, and so I'm not gonna get into it
Well,
right
and you shouldn't put your name to it either.
now. Oh, yeah, also yes. 10x travel.
Do research. Research is always good. I don't care what you research, but research.
The fat man said. But yeah, no, seriously, using sign-up bonuses for credit cards. I paid for this trip, and it cost me fucking nothing. Money I was already spending every month. So it's a really cool thing, but you gotta be careful because it can get you into trouble. But if you look up like travel hacking or whatever, you'll find it.
Do research is all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do research. Don't just start signing up for fucking credit cards. There are specific cards you should be getting. And if you do research on what to get, you should hopefully learn how to not fucking ruin your goddamn life. Hopefully.
So is it smart splitters or programmable splitters?
Smart's all you need for overflow. So 30, 30, 60, 60. Is 122. That means 270. Indeed. You. Power line you. Twitter. That's the magic alignment I want.
Okay, now I'm very confused. It does not look like you can automate railways.
Yeah.
Not that I'm seeing. It only requires 2 parts. It requires, let's see.
I mean, I can just build them at will, though.
Yeah, but I was trying to, full automate them.
Yeah. I guess that's not necessary because you just need the resources to build them, and you build them as you need them. And when you dismantle them, you get those raw resources back. Because
Guess, but still, that's fucking.
yeah,
I don't like that.
you cannot just remake a railway track apparently.
So yeah, you have to just be traveling around with a bunch of fucking steel pipes and steel beams.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, that's end to that then.
I'm sorry, Buddah. I know you really had your heart set on it.
Hey man, I was gonna make a legitimate automation, and the game was like, "Fuck you, you're all about foe."
This, merger.
Well, now that my dreams have been shattered, I guess I'll go on to my other dream.
I want to say something fucked up like enslavement of an alien race.
Yeah, we haven't been able to do that, so that wouldn't work.
You can tame the doggos though.
But just because they like to get petted doesn't mean they're enslaved. Well, unless you're talking to PETA people who kill animals anyways.
Yeah. But no, that was kind of interesting. Like when I went to SeaWorld last week, like every single show, they made a point to go. SeaWorld does a lot of conservation. In the last 30 years, we've saved 20,000 animals. I'm like, bitch, you're not even trying.
What, you saved 20,000 goldfish?
Alright, so let's see. We got 4 of these. It's 120 a minute on both sides. I don't think I necessarily want to merge them. 20 a minute's probably fine. Actually, 120 a minute's probably fucking overkill, being perfectly honest.
And as we've said, overkill is underrated.
Yeah. Alright. What do I need for a reinforced plate? So to get the 10 reinforced plate a minute I need, oh my god, that's actually like really low. 60 plate and 120 screws. It's fucking nothing. So let's see. In order to get so. I need 2.4. I need 30 ingot to get the screws I need. Oh, wow. That is fucking nothing. And I need
Probably better go that way then.
60 plate. Just 60 ingot. It's 90. Only need... Oh, God, I overkilled this fucker. By a lot. Okay. Guess we have room for expansion. Go ahead and just line. No, I want to line it up. God damn it! Guess it is kind of close. I don't think I want to do it that close. I need a little bit of room for logistical movement. Cast screws. So I am getting it's 120 plate I get down on this side. That means I'm ending up with extra screws. No matter how I shake a stick at it. To here. Gotcha. Instructor. Wait. Wait. One more. Wait. You know, those super factories that some people build. I wonder
Some.
like I wonder how much harder that shit gets when you're like trying to not fly, like, because they have like a creative mode you can use to.
Well, the one guy I was watching when I was talking about the trains, he was saying that there's a way. I guess there's like a hover pack or whatever that if you can use electricity to hover.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about that. But yeah, I was watching him do that. It's like, oh, he's in creative mode. It's like, oh no, you can use this over the tracks to do this. I'm like, oh, okay.
I did not know that was an option.
Neither did I, and I don't know how much of a end game option that is either. But either way,
Yeah, that is true. Shit like that does tend to be end gamey.
well, that's where I sit in a very precarious situation where like part of me is like, oh, that's badass, but at the same time, once I feel like I've beaten the game, I'm gonna perfect this. No, I've beaten the game. What? Why am I going to perfect my fucking iron mining and production and yeah. That is not a Buddah thing.
So this is gonna be. Alright, so I need overflow. Alright, let's do. So I can. Smart splitter.
Yeah, there you are.
Let's get a merger.
You know, if you allow a spider to clip into the fucking environment, that's just kind of cheating game. Whatever. I just added something equivalent to 800 to 1200 megawatts to our power grid.
Oh, nice. This is going to be 30 ingot a minute. So I want 2 over there, 1 over there. So this is going to be. Flow, right. You're gonna be 120. That means you need to be at least Mark 3 over here. And I'm doing a stub because I want future me to realize I have a lot of extra iron here. Fuck that tree. You know, I see videos of people doing like chain builds on like concrete or whatever. I wonder how you do that.
I mean, they have the blueprints. Chain builds, I cannot say.
I wonder if that's what I need to do, is just blueprint like a 9x9 block that I can just put down.
Use?
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't be bad. Part of me is thinking about, well, yeah, it's something we need to do some experimentation on, because
Cause I spent a lot of goddamn time just sitting down fucking, like, just concrete floors.
yeah,
And I feel like I'm wasting a lot of fucking time just sitting down concrete floors, and it's like, I need this to be this fucking big, you know, like. Let's do. All these are doing 50 screws a minute, so 50 in is fine. But, what I need. Line it up with you. Mark 2. Mark 3. Left. Bring you down.
what kind of lame ass democratic rifle only carries 15 rounds?
We're not here for democracy yet. Like that doesn't happen for several hundred years, remember?
Seriously, but still, like, 15 rounds? Come on. What kind of gay ass shit is that? No. 30. 30 is the minimum end.
Well, the liberals are in charge. They have high capacity magazines.
Banned?
Mm-hmm.
Bastards.
Yeah.
I'm taking on aliens. Have you tried talking to them? No. They don't want to talk. They bite.
Let's do storage container. And I need a Mark 3 GPU. Let's do smart square right there. Left will be overflow. You will go over there. You will get fed up and put into the sink. Once the screws fill up. Okay. Let's. I don't need to walk around with my explosives equipped. That just seems unnecessary. Merger.
Logistic smart splitter.
Looks like about there. Plate. You. And zinc. It's just plate that I need for plate and screws. Yeah, just plate and screws. And you are 60 plate, 60 screws. So let's do assembler. So, there we go. I want to do like you. And forge plate. Each one of these takes 60 screws a minute, so
So how do I activate this smart splitter then? I gave it overflow. Maybe it's the left then. Okay, so overflow.
yep.
Okay, so I chose the wrong one. Okay.
You. That's 60 screws per, so you actually need to. Of course, that other storage container. Shh. Well, no, that'll fill up eventually. Just like that other storage container will fill up eventually. Yeah, refill there, buddy.
Sure, I'm good, buddy.
You want to do it or shall I?
I can do it. Just give me 1 sec.
Okay. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I need a bunch of these fucking things.
Oh, I'm doing that properly. Okay. So I'm going to just grab a shit ton more then.
I need an S-load of modular frames.
So one of the things I remember I got essentially wrong the last time we played is so let's see. We need 5 adaptive units per control module. We need 5 adaptive control modules per whatever the fuck. So yeah. To make an adaptive control unit takes 5 automated wirings, which takes a fucking while. Then we need 2 adaptive control units to make 1 director assembly system, which is what we're aiming for. When we need 500 of those. So we need 1,000 of those, which means we need 2,500 of those.
We just need to start automating that stuff, dude. Like,
Oh no, that's well. It's more of a full automation, but it's one of those. I know it because the last time we played, the last elevator that we had an issue with was just the adaptive wiring. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna do this now. It's gonna be working on it now. It's something that takes a while but needs to be done. And I tried to math it out last time, and I just math wrong.
yeah, no, like, bow automation is fine, but we're to the point now, like I said, I think we just need to start automating all these parts.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. It's just right now, this is one of those, like, earlier parts where we can get it started and have it done. And then not worry about it, because like I said, when it came to the adaptive wiring bit, that was the slowest bit. It was the thing that prevented us from finishing the elevator for like a play session.
Got it.
So, getting that done now, and then obviously we're gonna need to be ready and able to automate the other bits. But like I said, I remember I was trying to math it out. It's like, okay, you need this much, this much, this much. But I forgot that it's 5 automated wire for a control unit. We need 2 control units, and then we need 500 of the things that the control units go into. So it's fucking 2 times 5 times 500. So yeah, I math that horribly. And since I know I fucked it up last time, I'm just throwing in raw materials. If I overproduce, I'll cry, but whatever. It'll be fuel for the sink. So let's see, just to at least kind of endgame math this. So 2 per. So we need at least 1,000. And I've hit 100. So yeah. This is just going to be general, throw everything into it, it'll be done eventually. I do think it's going to be the circuit boards that's going to be the slowest aspect.
Crystal Oscillator. Huh? Oh, good hell. All this, and I'm gonna make 4 crystal oscillators a minute.
Yeah, they're slow as
Fucking
shit.
4.
Yeah.
No wonder I went this overboard. So now I understand past Xionics decision making. I had X amount of quartz, and I wanted to get as much out of that fucking quartz as I could. It all makes sense to me now. Like that was the decision making for everything. Was I have this much quartz, how much crystal oscillator can I get?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, Xionics was fucking right on with what he was doing.
He wasn't a dick.
He wasn't a dick. He was making decisions based off of the available resources. And his math was pretty good.
Sounds like President Onyx is just ungrateful then.
Yeah, no, President Onyx is a bit of a cunt sometimes. Like, always talking shit about, you know, past Onyx. Like, oh my
Ash was like trying to do some shit that was smart, and President Onyx like, I don't understand.
trust Beatles.
Kink, kink. Yeah, and I see why now we have a dearth of steel pipes on production.
Steel pipes are made in a couple of spots.
I guess I'll have to go to the other one, because the one I've been stealing from damn near empty, and I've been stealing them for heavy modular frames because we need 500 modular frames for the elevator.
Gotcha. Now here's the fun decision. Like, I just have the oscillators going into a storage container.
Mm-hmm.
Do I set up a sink?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And if you do, I might punch you in the face.
Well, I'm just saying for overflow, like an overflow sink.
I think we're gonna need enough.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a hot goddamn minute before 4 crystal oscillators a minute fills up a goddamn
Well,
container.
let me ask you this: do you have an industrial storage unit?
A regular storage unit. I can make it
So.
industrial.
I was gonna say, if you make it industrial, and you have an overflow that leads into that, sure. But yeah, we're gonna need a fuck ton of oscillators.
Alright, I'm gonna make you primary for a sec. I'm gonna take a leak. Enjoy your glide. Slide!
Gliding, the hating.
Gliding dirty. Gotta catch me
Gliding
gliding
dirty.
dirty. I'm impressed you could hear me.
I can still hear you.
I wonder
Check,
why I
check.
made the decision that this shit couldn't be heard from in here.
I have no idea. I figured you were just like, nah, man. So, you know, personal decisions.
Well, okay then. I guess I need to reevaluate life decisions.
Okay, now you're getting a little speckled in there, but yeah, no, overall.
I didn't move.
Yeah, no, I think all is well, all things considered.
Well, good news, chat. You get to listen to me while I go pee. Happy
mean-
days.
They do have websites for that, is all I know. So, yeah, we do have steel pipes in other locations, but you were like, nah, I'm not gonna make storage for this.
I didn't realize you needed steel pipe.
I didn't realize that you need this resource that we need a shit ton of.
Put a smart splitter on it. Do overflow into a box and... Or throw a box in there, dude. Whatever. Like, it's not a big deal. Seems like I would have done overflow of the
No.
final product.
You have to realize overflow is something that's like literally this playthrough recent, so I can see that not being, because yeah. So let's do boom about here. Logistics smart. Now that this is set up, I guess you have to just kind of... leave it alone and see what happens.
Just the pipe storage, or
Yeah, no, because the line heading towards the motors is fine, but to be fair, we're not using the motors currently.
yeah,
So-
motors are just going into a box for storage. If the motors are full, you might do a sink for them, but then the pipe won't back up.
Yeah, and that's just it. Is I want the pipe to back up right now, so I added a smart splitter. I've increased the output, well, the track output for the pipes. Added a smart splitter, so leave that alone for now.
Yeah,
Let
because
it
all the mines
build
I
up.
would have calculated to maximum. So simply upping the mines probably wouldn't work.
But yeah, need a fuck ton of steel pipes, so yeah, I legit might just make a new steel manufactory. And it's nothing but steel pipes, since steel beams are like now the red-headed stepchild of our production.
They are. Most of the other steel components we have secondaries for, or alternates for.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually does make a lot of sense to do something specific to.
But yeah, I need a fuck ton of steel pipes so I can make heavy modular frames, so I can do the adaptive units, which is led to the adaptive control units, or where the fuck I'm working towards right now. And that's one of 4.
So
Yeah, and it's 20 a piece. Fuck. Yep, definitely need a lot more steel production. Okay, so with that being a given,
let's do.
alright, so production.
Oh, fuck off.
And I need steel pipes.
I'm out of iron goddamn plate. I don't suppose we have that shit in the fucking cloud or whatever.
No, but I can upload it to the cloud if you want.
No, it's fine. I'll be back before it's uploaded.
Now I think about it, I haven't checked.
Honestly, all our storage boxes, we might want to have like an upload to the cloud thing. just so we can have all that shit available to us.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's one of the biggest hindrances to production is when we have to run out of resources and we have to come back to base for some bullshit.
And that's true, but it's also coming down to like, okay, what do we upload?
Can't we upload just fucking a little bit of everything? Or is there a limit?
I mean, I thought there was a limit, but if you look at your fucking inventory. It looks like we have 200 copper sheets uploaded.
34 power shards. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that's...
Yeah, and I just pulled out the power shards, so... Yeah, we might just put in a container and it's like, okay, here's stuff we want to have available.
And I think you can just upload fucking everything to it.
Yeah, no, if it's an item, you can upload it.
Well, yeah, like, I just don't think there's a limit. Like, you can have all the items uploaded that you want. I mean, there's a limit of how much of each item you can upload. But if we put all our basic materials into an upload, like, I feel like we could probably just tap into it every time we needed, like, iron plate or concrete or something, like, you know. Like, I wonder if that's the intended use, is like if you could get everything uploaded.
No, and that's why I was working on it, but okay, so what would you want uploaded?
I mean, I run out of basic materials like iron plate or concrete on a semi-regular basis. Usually it's some base material like that that gets me into trouble.
Okay. Can upload 600 iron plates, so iron plates being fed in, so that's one. And then he said concrete.
Yeah.
Have not uploaded concrete, so don't know what the max cap is. I mean, I guess I could always make another one. Maybe not.
So Reinforced plates are easily a manifold, so let's do. Now the real question is how much do I focus on aesthetics? So I kind of want to do like a little, like, supporting structure, but I guess I haven't really worried about that too much.
I was gonna say, man, aesthetics, that's a you question.
That is 100% a me question.
How efficient are you being? No. It has to look pretty.
It has to be efficient
are...
and pretty. Both are required.
Sure.
Both are 100% fucking required.
Spoken from Zonix.
That's the one thing about manifolds is they are certainly easier to make pretty. Yeah, no, that's all that can be done on.
So, amusing bitch I have.
Okay.
So I bought some hot pockets.
Okay.
Apparently the cardboard sleeve that was meant to, you know, help them heat up and, you know, be separate and shit like that. Well, apparently they're like, oh wow, that leads to like tons of waste. So we don't do that anymore. And the end result is actually really garbage. Where it's like, it's peeling apart, it's sticking to my plate. What the fuck's going on? Like, are you trying to force me into the air fryer? Don't get me wrong, air fried ain't too bad, but still, you know, I
mean, air fryer is going to be better, but
Well,
it's
it-
going to be longer to cook.
well, it's not longer. It just I don't like the overly like crunchy aspect of it. Like, I'm actually kind of partial to the okay, you know, soft chew of the hot pocket. Well, what used to be the soft chew of the hot pocket. Now it is. If I don't air fry it, it is now just like. It was a thing that when like I said, I literally thought I bought some hot pockets and I got screwed out of the cardboard as a separator type aspect. I was like, no, we did that intentionally. Hey, kind of assholes then, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, they say it on the box where it's like, no, we did this intentionally, so it's not like something I can, you know, bitch to corporate about or anything like that. But still, it's one of those
Well,
like,
you can still bitch to corporate about it. It just.
I want the cardboard back.
It's,
I'll also have to go back.
oh, fuck off.
What's your issue?
Oh, my tracks can't quite go quite as long as my
Stackers.
well, the thing is I was using power lines to try and gauge it.
Oh yeah, no.
And they
Power lines,
can't-
yeah.
Power lines go quite a bit longer than the tracks do, so I can't use the power lines as indicators for how far my tracks can go. Which means if I'm going to use stackers like I want to use because I am trying to make this like super fucking pretty for some goddamn reason.
No, I had the same issue when I did my stacker trackers.
Like, I think this is gonna look real fucking clean when it's done, and so I want to do it like this, but
It's gonna be a pain. Yeah,
it's
no,
it's being a pain in the ass is what it is. That's all. I'm just bitching because
no, I feel your pain. I have experienced said pain.
going through this particular canyon, I think, is going to be kind of ugly no matter what I do. Maybe if I go the other way. Okay, that's not as bad. Alright, there's some clipping there, but I think I can deal.
Collect, collect, collect.
this. I need to run up here and get this lined up correctly. That's not high enough.
All right, so
Ah! Alright, so that's not gonna line up quite right, but I need to double check and make sure the lower track is what I want. So it doesn't really matter, does it? No, it fucking doesn't. I don't think it does, at least. Yeah, no, everything is under 15. So it doesn't fucking matter which track it goes on to.
logistics and merger.
Screws haven't backed up yet. Well, assuming I didn't cock anything up, crystal oscillators should be on their way. How many did you need?
How many crystal oscillators?
Hmm.
No fucking clue. Like, Joe, that's one of those end games we need a fuck ton of. How many do we need?
So 4. We definitely need more than 4.
Let's say 5. We need at least 5. Yeah, no, we need a fuck ton.
I got a puke in the house I need to kill real quick.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know. They're a fucking menace.
Well, part of me was thinking, trying to make a joke about in the house, but it's like, eh.
Oh god, you're not using concrete. What are you building over there anyways?
This is 4 long distance coal miners. So right now I'm just collecting a bunch of coal so I can get it closer to iron.
Oh, you're working on building up steel production.
Yeah, I'm working up steel production right now because steel pipe is a very high requirement for everything that I want done. And
Well,
this is
pipe
literally...
shouldn't be a problem.
It is.
No. Pipe you can make with just iron. You don't need steel for that. Remember, we can do iron pipe.
Okay, then I'm doing a bunch of fucking coal for no reason whatsoever.
No, we still need steel I-beams. We don't have an alternate for steel I-beams.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, if you need pipe, you just need iron.
Well, I connected a bunch of coal.
I mean, it's not like it's going to go unused. Like, we'll use the coal.
No, yeah, okay.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Like, we tend to squirrel on this game real fucking hard. Like...
Either way, I have 4 coal mines now active. And they're combined together, so as soon as we want to use them, they are available. And since they're going up hills, up and down hills, I did not make them pretty. I was just getting ready for long range. But yeah, with that being a given,
Yeah.
Mark 2.
So... a little worried about... So, the time limit I gave myself was, I gave myself an industrial storage unit for quartz crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost full. Like, it would be full if I hadn't pulled some shit out. Like, so I didn't quite make my time limit of the quartz crystal industrial storage unit. But at the very least, I think... because I'm getting... No. As soon as this shit is full, it's just going to be even. Like, so we will have a supply of quartz crystal if we ever need it over here. It won't be a positive supply, but it's a fuck ton of quartz crystal. to cable. Look at it go!
Not gonna lie, that was actually part of what's going through my head, where it's like cable.
But yeah, no. Probably need to start making markers on the map here for various things so we don't get lost. Right on me. All this. Crystal Oscillator. Icon will be large box. Mark view distance on compass. I'll call it here for now. Oscillator. Oh, Scillator. Okay. Quartz crystal. Yeah, we need to get better at marking this shit, so. Try and make it a little more, because right now our map is fucking sparse. And I feel like we can do better with our map. Like,
Yeah, I agree. No, and I think that was one of those earlier ones we just didn't know, where it's like, well, do we share?
and we do. Because you should be able to see my markers now.
Well, I see 3 markers over there.
Oh, one of them is me, but
No, I see you, and I see quartz crystal, quartz crystal.
one of those should be crystal oscillators.
That one is oscillator.
There's the first oscillators! Woo! Oscillator! Oscillator! I'm a fucking retard. Let me know.
That you know, or you already know?
I already know.
I mean, hey man, let the special people go. Win.
A
You're
baby
good.
could have found this.
I do not want to take away from your Anus. Pure 240.
Scoot.
Let's do-
Alright, so let's do. Marker.
Then use splitters.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try and get better at marking shit. Because I feel like we are not doing a super good job at and maybe what we need to do is build these those towers or whatever.
Which towers? The radar towers?
Oh, we don't have radar towers. They're something else. Look out. Oh, I guess we do have radar towers. And
Yep,
we need
we
crystal
do.
oscillators to do radar towers.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, no. We need to start putting down radar towers. Okay. So we need fused iron frame or modular frames. Um,
Dude, we need anything and everything at this point, so.
yeah, I guess that's true. I've been dicking off with fucking crystal oscillators for a hot goddamn minute. Alright. What do I need for fused modular frames? Can I build it over here? Got some shit over here to spare. Oh, Oh, that's heavy modular frame, not fused modular frame. Screw, encase, beam, steel pipe. So most of that is just iron, a good chunk of iron. And then modular frame. Wonder if I can. I need a tempo. Reinforced plate, iron rod. Reinforced plate, screw. Reinforced plate, steel pipe. So we got a few different options for reinforced plate. Or, sorry, modular frames.
So 240.
Steel pipe, industrial beam, screw. Pipe. So I can do everything with just iron. And some concrete, and I'm pretty sure I have limestone over here. Oh, I got a bunch of limestone over here. Okay. And I know we talked about starting the train, but guess I can get started on heavy modular frame.
I mean, yeah. For me,
For you?
so it was going back to what I was saying earlier, where it's like, you know what? I was going to automate the railway, so we can have a bunch of that just prepared. But like you said, it's tree-like tracks, so you cannot prepare. It's literally just steel beams and steel pipes.
Yeah. But heavy modular frame I can make. Let's see.
But yeah, if you can make heavy modular frames, dude, go for it. Ready for a refill.
I mean, it's gonna take a hot goddamn minute, but let's see. Do we have any alternate recipes for heavy modular frames that aren't dog shit? I guess I gotta
Doubt
go
it.
back and just look. Okay.
I was gonna say, I mean, I'm gonna be heading back to base now, but
No, I probably just need to review it. Pipe. Tin encased. beam. 240 screw. Alright. That's just need to get that shit written down because I'm gonna need that as a reference. Probably for the foreseeable future. Well into after I get back from Grand Cayman, almost certainly.
Mm-hmm.
So I should run on the track. That'll give me an extra 60 feet a second or whatever.
Something like that.
An extra 60 something a minute. Damn it. Running is hard. Alright, let's check these goddamn recipes. Alright. Heavy flexible frame that uses rubber. Don't think I have any fucking oil over there. Alternate insulated crystal oscillator. Again, I don't have rubber over there. Heavy encased. 8 modular frames, 10 encased beam, which is the same, 36 pipe, and 22 concrete. So I can replace the screw. 22 concrete. That might not be bad. Bolted iron plate might not be horrible for the modular, for the reinforced plate. Stitched iron plate. I have copper over there. So stitched iron plate has potential, because I know I'm going to need, well, I don't need more reinforced plate, but I can use reinforced plate. Let's see. Oh, no, no, no. All the modular frames use reinforced plate. So I am absolutely using reinforced plate. Okay. So bolted iron plate or stitched iron plate. I know I have copper over there. Stitched iron plate might be worth it. Need an ass load of screws.
Yeah.
Unless I get the... Where was it? Alternate heavy encased frame, which doesn't use screws. Uses 8 modular frames, 10 concrete beams, 36 pipe, and 22 concrete. I have a fair amount of concrete over there. So maybe if I go for the heavy encased frame and I go for stitched iron plate, that I can build everything I need over there. I mean, I can build everything I need over there anyways, but usually with screws, you need a fucking ass load of screws. Like, you need so many goddamn screws.
I was gonna say that's the big thing for me is like I literally am looking at making Mark II ridiculously, 3 power shards apiece and just screw production.
Yeah, screws are always an enormous pain in the ass. So, okay, so stitched iron plate. What do I have for... So my iron plate options... Oh, I just have reinforced iron plate. Reinforced iron plate takes an assload of screws. Okay. So, to avoid making an assload of screws, I can take stitched iron plate. So stitched iron plate will keep me from having to make an assload of screws. It lets me use the copper that I have over there. So I'm gonna take that, and then the... No, I don't want the flexible frame. I want the heavy encased frame. Okay. So that changes what I want. So for the heavy encased beam, or yeah, encased frame, need 7.5 modular frames. A minute. I need 9.375 cased I-beam. Minute. Need 33.75 steel pipe. Minute. And I need 20.625 concrete a minute. That's less pipe, less modular frames, less encased beams, and I replace 240 screws with concrete. So I think that's a win on that. Alright, so the assembler. So I want stitch so I don't have to worry about fucking screws. I don't want to buck screws. Buck screws right in the butthole. Because you always need so many goddamn screws. That gives me the option of 3 plate and 12 rods, or 2 plate and 10 pipe. And pipe is 20 iron. I'm gonna need that pipe for encased industrial beams. So I don't think I want to use pipe. That means I'm sticking to the raw recipe of rods. Or screws, but probably just rods. Yeah, rods. Rods are going to be cheaper than screws. Okay. Alright, I have a plan.
There is a plan.
So encased frame. Alright, I'm just gonna write this down because there's no way I'm gonna finish this off tonight. So I want. So for the modular frames, I am doing base mod frames. I am doing alternate encased industrial pipe. Alt encased I-beam. Iron pipe. So base modular frames I need to worry about. I want stitched iron plate. Alright, Those are the notes I need. Alright.
Do have to admit, I'm a little curious now. Like, are you kind of like low key saying you're calling it, or are we good
No,
to
no,
keep
no, no, no,
going?
no, no, no. No, I'm not calling it at all. I am just giving myself a map, because right now I'm in planning mode, trying to make sure, like, because I know what resources I have over there. Right over. Blah, 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 blah.
Derpy, derpy, dirk,
Yeah, yeah.
dirk.
I have iron and
Jabby
copper over
booby.
there to make fucking heavy modular frames. And I have an assload of iron over there. I have a fair amount of copper, and I have a assload of concrete over there. So I'm just kind of making my plan of how I'm going to start building once I get over there, and I need to clear my goddamn inventory. Um, bacon. I don't need bacon. Where the fuck are we putting presents?
And the primary that
I
one.
found it. Fuck presents. Oh shit, we still have hard drives to scan.
Well, I'm trying to keep some of those. Well,
Okay,
doesn't
I'll
matter.
put them back. I'll put them back. I'll put them back.
You can burn them. There are certain researches that require, but since we're not getting close to turbo fuel yet and shit like that.
Okay. I'll go ahead and scan a hard drive then. Okay. Scanning drive. Alright. Don't really need quartz crystals, so I'll drop that off since there's a bunch over where I'm going. Circuit boards probably largely unnecessary. Decent motors, too many stators, but whatever. Okay, that's honestly probably all I need to get started. Okay. Heading back to my new home. Are you too good for your home? Why don't you just go home? Answer me. But yeah, no. Part two of why I was writing what I wanted to write down was for future Zionics.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, like there's not a chance in fucking hell. I am going to get this done tonight, and obviously I'm going to fuck off for the next week. So, no, I guess if you wanted to, I could download this game on my laptop and we could play it over there. Like, I have, you know, like I have
I
no
don't
plans.
expect that.
I'm probably gonna do some gaming while I'm in Grand Cayman, just because Um, the whole point is to relax, and so I'm not making a lot of plans. And that has nothing to do with how everything fucking went fucking pear-shaped on me in Mexico. Okay, it has a little bit to do with how everything went pear-shaped on me in Mexico. But I'm giving myself the freedom to not do anything. Just in a tropical climate.
Actually, honestly, I was kind of more chuckling. Hey. Sorry. Just orienting. It's more, hey, I took my mom someplace, and what did she do? She filled the traveling up with fucking ridiculous. You know what? Sometimes, I find vacations to be not vacation-y.
Yeah, they're very stressful. Like there's
we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. Fuck off! I just want to.
Yep.
I want to chill.
Yep. You have no chill. None.
And when it comes to no chill, guess what? That is no vacation. But you're just supposed to be like, nah, man, it's all fun. No, fuck off. I want to hit some of these locations. I want to experiencing some of these things. But you know what? But we have this thing where we're going to this one event at 4 or 8 o'clock in the morning. You know what? Maybe I felt like going to or not waking up until 10 o'clock or some shit.
So how much fucking copper do I have? So this is putting out 240. So I have 120 on the bottom and 120 on the top. Okay. Makes sense. This is all... So everything is being combined. So 240 is going into this box. And I am diverting 120 into copper wire. So I have another 120 I can use down here. Alright, so... this stitch modular frame uses 37.5. That's a stupid fucking number. Fucking hate that. But whatever. I am going to max out my wire. So
And I fucked up.
I'm gonna do extra one in here. Okay. regular copper wire. But that is one decision I need to make tomorrow is, because I need to put a couple of games on my laptop. Because I'm not going to fight my natural desire as a gamer to, you know, game.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do... Splitter. There. Let's do splitter there. Let's do there.
No, the issue I'm running into is like right now I am legit working up and through the OG Pokemon games. And I think it's because it's like, I don't have to pay that close attention to it. It's something that I can do passively passively while watching other things.
Yeah. So oh, holy shit. Thanks to follow, man.
Thank you.
Very kind man. You are a very kind man.
I feel bad because I'm still sitting here like I'm mathing, and I suck at math. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
focused
taking
on.
longer than it fucking should. Yeah, this is... I don't think I'm using enough fucking, yeah, it's only 15 ingot a minute. I absolutely have more ingot available to me. Shit. So these guys are taking 60 ingot a minute. Outputting 30 ingot a minute.
Pipe, alternate steel pipe.
Got an ass load of fucking copper to use. Like, there's so much extra copper here.
Well, there's that, one magical thing that exists.
Mm.
The sink.
There, sink. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking 30 to 30, but it's not. It's 15 to 30 on the wire. Yeah, honestly, this whole thing in the middle is kind of just gonna fuck the thing up. Gonna ruin my count on everything. So I need to just remove it and that gives me 4 stairs and downstairs.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Yeah, seriously. And I don't think copper ingot is gonna do me any fucking favors in the sink at all. So
Fuck. Shit.
I got 120 upstairs and downstairs. Guess I'm only using 60 on either one.
Okay, and your production is...
Alright, so... So I'm getting... So 240. I got a full 120 fucking copper extra here, so...
I mean, I don't know if you're trying to include me in your calculations or just...
Well, no, I'm just... the thing is I'm trying to make notes for future Zionics that, you know, when I come back, I know that... Because that's one of the big things is, like, trying to figure out what the fuck... Like, when I am looking at something that's backed up, like, what the hell is... You know, what's backed up? So what I'm thinking is, when my map marker... I'm putting in the map marker, I have 120 unused copper ingot. So when I'm looking at the map marker, I know I have a factory over here, but I know I'm overproducing. So that's what I'm trying to set up, like I'm trying to train myself to do in the future. So when I look at the map in the future, I can go, okay, over here I have 120 unused copper ingot in case that's something I'm looking for. Does that make sense?
For the most part, yes. But it comes down to the magical aspect of you're not going to be playing this game for over a week, and you're going to be coming back and going, oh, I have overflow copper.
And that is kind of the problem I'm trying to solve, is the whole... how do I make it so I know I have overflow copper?
And I'm just gonna say I have no clue because I've tried to give myself hints in the future, and after a week or two, those hints become nonsense.
Okay,
it's
yeah, it's
ooga
fucking
booga,
meaningless.
blah blah
Yeah.
blah, ooga booga. Oh, past me is kind of retarded.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So, if you can give yourself a fucking note, and it's like, oh, yeah, obviously. I haven't done that yet. Haven't been able to do that, so... But notes are still good. They will at least give you a hint, and you're gonna have to fucking, I don't know, what was that one, Oh shit. It's like Dan Brown or whatever, the guy who did it was about hidden Masonic information like the Bible and shit like that. I forget exactly what it's called.
Yeah.
What's his name also was a part of it. Fucking
Angels and Demons, the Da Vinci
yeah,
Code.
that stuff.
Yeah,
Da Vinci
no,
Code.
Yeah.
Da Vinci Code. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was the actor, and I never watched it, so I never cared. But
21, okay.
but yeah, no, hidden information. Which is doubly depressing because you read it to yourself, and within 2 weeks, it's like, what the hell was I saying? Magic. Which is why I get really so I like history, especially military history. And one of the ones that I remember that still pisses me off is apparently in the I was about to say the Bible, the recordings of Caesar. You know, he's talking about how he's kicking ass and taking name, which, okay, fine, you know, politician.
Yeah.
You're gonna do what you can to just, I'm a badass. What? Fine. Not gonna tear that shit down. But he's like, apparently, there was, you know, ouchie.
Yeah.
There was Caesar, and Caesar, after taking on some Gaelic tribes, ended up deciding like, hey, you know, I just beat up the Gaelic tribes.
Yeah.
I'm now gonna go scare the Germanic tribes. And he builds a bridge across the Rhine. Yeah, the Rhine.
Yeah.
And after he builds this bridge with his legion, it scares the shit out of the Germanic people across the Rhine. And then after he literally marches his legion across the Rhine, he's like, scare the shit out of them. And then recrosses the Rhine and like destroys the bridge. And it's like, wait, what? So we're taking the fact that this dude built and destroyed a bridge as historical fact. Don't get me wrong, I can't say Caesar is like, you know, one of those. Well, he is a badass because he, you know, turned Rome into a fucking empire instead of a fucking republic or whatever.
Yeah.
Grant him that, but I built a bridge and then I destroyed the bridge. Are we really taking that as something that we're supposed to be saying? Yeah, no, totally happened, Because I'm just kind of sitting here. It's like he built a bridge and then he destroyed a bridge, and we're just supposed to be like, yeah, totally happened, totes.
I mean, there's the argument that he was gay and not necessarily right in his mind, so.
I mean, it was Rome. Rome and Greece were straight up, you know.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of.
They had a lot of Free Willy. So I mean, I don't fucking care on that note either. But it's still one of those. He built like, I built a bridge, okay, and then I destroyed the bridge. Why would you destroy the bridge? Because I'm a moron. Even given my modern day moron status, if I were to build a bridge across the Rhine. And don't get me wrong, my understanding when it comes to the Rhine, it's a pretty big fucking river. It's not a little one. It's a biggie. And apparently, Caesar's like, I'm building a bridge because those Germans need to know their place.
Yep.
Okay, okay, little extreme, but okay.
It didn't work thanks to, World War I, World War II,
Well, it worked in the day. That's all that really matters. Back in fucking what, 80 AD, fucking 100 AD. I'm horrible with dates, but it's definitely BCE.
They weren't wearing watches at the
essentially.
time,
Yes.
I need to get some iron plate back over here, so.
Oh, I didn't connect all of them. Fail.
Iron plate. Splitter.
No, and that's where the only time I'm gonna give a gold star to someone who's French. Napoleon, it is a Napoleon quote where it's like, you know what? History is the lies we agree upon.
Yeah.
And you know what? That sounds very, very accurate to me. Which is also why I get really annoyed with the fucking, what was it, like the 1667 or some horse shit, where it's like some black supremacist is like, this is why America sucks, is it was founded on slavery because the first slaves came about 1660 whatever, and it's like, really? Well, first off, you need to learn more history, but they're trying to do the whole Napoleonic type thing where it's like, nah, you don't need to have that much information when it comes to history. You just need to, hey, this happened, and then rewrite everything. And I do have to admit, I'm a little curious, all things considered, where it's like, that only works for people where, like, you assume there's a lot of people out there who don't like or care for history, and I really like history. Don't get me wrong, I couldn't tell you dates, I couldn't tell you names. I mean, I could tell you some names, but all things considered, it's a handful of people who does a lot of stuff. And then it's like, well, what about, Joe Schmo? Okay, yeah, no, there was a Joe Schmo. And he was very important too. But he wasn't as important as, the 5-10 people he was around.
No.
Alright, let's check the flow rate.
A little excitable. Give me a second.
But yeah, no, that was one of those going through histories. That was the first one that really pissed me off, where it's like, Caesar, after taking on the Gaelic tribes and, beating the shit out of them and turning them into slaves, Like, I'm not trying to hide anything. This is all what is claimed. And then he's like, he goes up to the Rhine, and then he's like, I see a bunch of those people over there, and they're savages, they're barbarians, and I'm gonna build a bridge. And from what I understand, like I said, when it comes to the Rhine, it's not like, 10, 20 feet. It's like 400, 500 feet type thing. Like, it's a big ass river. How big is it? I have no fucking clue, but it's a biggie, is the way I take it. And then he builds the bridge. He sends it to his entire legion over, go, ah! and it scares off the Germans. And then he destroys the bridge, or he goes back across the bridge, destroys it, and it's like, and that happened in history. Fucking what?
He crossed the bridge, went.
But it's one of those, like, don't get me wrong, okay? What? No, and that's where I have the issue where it's like, I built a bridge. I built a bridge to Terabithia, okay? And then I destroyed it. So, how do we know you built the bridge? Because I told you. No. I want to see the bridge. Like, I want to be able to point to things. Like, so, apparently when it comes to, historians, apparently when it comes to, Carthage, or at least Hannibal, like, I think they agree that Hannibal existed, but when it comes to his epics and what he did, coming in with elephants, going over the fucking mountains and shit like that, they can't prove any of that. And there are plenty of people who's like, dude, Hannibal is a piece of shit fucking liar, except for, guess what? Hannibal didn't get to write any histories. So it's kind of the argument that, what's his name? Scipio, something like that. Apparently, he wrote a history talking about how Hannibal was a badass, and they happened to beat him, scare him away. And it's like, but we're literally talking about what, like, 100-year span, because there's 3 Scipios, whatever the fuck he's called. And what is, like Scipio the senior, one is Scipio the younger, and one is Scipio the Africanus or whatever. And all 3 of these were generals that were beating the shit out of fucking Carthage. So, given that as a possibility, that just means it's Rome just lying. Oh yeah, no, we were getting wrecked hardcore, and fucking we had bad times, and then we won. You do realize there's that guy over here who's been alive for 30 years, and he should be like, nah, that didn't happen. What are you talking about? So it's really fascinating listening to these people, like, denying this happened in history. And did it happen? I have no fucking clue. I'm a dude born in fucking the 20th century. But still, it's really, so this is what you're telling me.
And that's kind of what I want to say is like the flat earther mentality. I don't think flat earthers are, I don't think they actually believe the earth is flat. I think it's more of a, history is a bunch of fucking lies. We have no fucking clue what actually goddamn happened.
Or why it happened.
Yeah.
Things did happen. Why did they happen? Maybe some guy had a fucking itchy ball sack and it just led to a miscommunication.
Yeah, and I haven't looked into it, but the more I think about like flat earthers and what they believe, or what they allegedly believe, I think it's probably full of shit. because I feel like what I've been told about flat earthers is probably a fucking lie. And what I think would be more reasonable is we are lied to constantly by the government, by scientists, by historians. We are actively lied to all the goddamn time. So, you know, they say the earth is round. I don't believe it because I am lied to so much that I cannot believe anything they tell me. It's not
And
that
on
the
that-
earth isn't round, it's that it is more of a, these people lie so goddamn much, so insistently that I can't believe them. You know, they tell me the earth is round, it's probably round, but I can't believe these people because everything they say is a goddamn lie.
And actually, the flat earthers, I have looked into the progression of that. They are straight up cultish. They are fucking Scientology.
Mm.
Like, there was the dude who started the quote unquote modern day flat earther movement. It was like I want to say it was like 1850 or some shit like that. And he literally made a straight up like, oh, prove that this didn't happen and I'll pay you $1,000. You know, back in 1815 money.
Yeah.
And dude was like, okay, here's the math, here's the explanation. And dude lost, but he made, I don't know, an argument saying I didn't lose. And dude actually spended more money in a legal battle trying to say the earth is round that he wouldn't even make up the loss of proving it. And he actually came out at somewhere. I don't remember all the intricacies, but he was like, me arguing against this moron that the earth is round was actually the most waste of time I've ever had in my life. Like, and I agree with that because, you know, when it comes down to it, yeah, arguing with stupid people is bad for your health, bad for your mentality. It's just bad.
Yeah. The only person who wins when you argue with stupid people is stupid people.
Well, and that's where... Oh, wait. That first one was right, actually. That's where I think back to, I want to say it's Einstein. I don't think it is, though.
They drag you down to their level and beat you with experience.
Yeah. Don't argue with stupid people. They drag you down to their level and they beat you with experience. Yeah, exactly that. Even no, straight up full automation is required for at least one of this quartet.
I need to how am I gonna get more of these fucking things in here?
No, like actually another one that comes to mind as a potential faux history.
Mhm.
So there is a story that during World War One, there was a unofficial peace ceasefire that happened between the trenches of, you know, the, I don't know, to keep the same terminology, the Axis and the Allies. So you had individuals who were German that had time with sorry, just double checking something. But yeah, you had Germans who apparently were peace treated with the French, and according to a movie I just watched recently, was the Scottish. And you know, they during Christmas Eve, they decided, hey man, we're gonna come together, we're gonna just experience life and shit like that, and you know, shit happens.
Okay.
And it's actually kind of argued that no, that never happened. And it's like, wait. I mean, I'm not gonna say, yeah, but yeah, it's one of those where it's yeah, no, that was made up by who and what. Doesn't matter. It was made up. Okay. Why would you make that up? Because who would make that up? Think about it. Like, okay, the Germans made it up. So the Germans actually were arguing that the I don't know, the fucking Allies were actually really good people. No, you wouldn't do that. So who would make this up? Because, and that's the big thing, is it's a lie. Who made the lie? Because the only people who were truly benefiting from this lie, I guess, would be the Germans. Yeah, no, because peace. You know, we are Christians too, and we want to agree with to praise Jesus and shit like that. So when it comes to Christmas Eve, ceasefire.
I mean, it would make sense that. Yeah, no, I can get behind that.
Okay, so the Germans did it. Why would the English support it?
Best guess, because they wanted to help the German people recover.
But the idea started during the war, not post-war.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. They actually have articles. I've seen some of the pictures there where it's like, yeah, no, hey, look at this. Don't get me wrong. Yet again, history is the lie we all agree upon.
Yeah.
And there were only a handful of people, yet again, because they survived. And don't get me wrong, fucking World War One trench warfare, having one dude like, no, this totally happened. In trench warfare, fucking the lethality rate was fucking high. So Maybe? Fucking no. But yeah, they actually have pictures of Germans and Scots. I don't know if they had French, and the only reason why I'm saying the Frenchies is because there's actually a movie that was made in like 2004 or something like that. Found it randomly in the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Where they made a movie. I don't know about the entirety of the movie, but there's like a 20-minute segment where it's just literally the World War One Christmas peace ceasefire, where they're singing songs, they're fucking playing good, they play soccer. And yet again, it's one of those, apparently there's some recording where it's like the Germans against the French, the French lost in soccer, and fucking Scottish versus the Germans lost against the fucking Scottish, shit like that. Like, there's a certain level of recording that happens there. I don't know. I don't get me wrong. Is it a real story? I have no clue. I want to believe it's a real story, because when it comes down to it, the people who want peace the most are soldiers. So I can see that. Drop you.
Why is that too steep? That shouldn't be.
But yeah, it's also one of those like, what proof do we have? I want to believe it's true.
Yeah, no, it's a nice symbol of humanity that, you know, soldiers, you know, ascended beyond.
Well, it comes down to that, not even ascending, it's just, I'm fighting for my country, you're fighting for your country. What led to this fight? All things considered, no fucking clue. But I'm going to defend my country, you're going to defend your country. And this is where I think back to multiple conversations, I guess I should say, with Iskander. Iskander is Mexican. And I was sitting there, and you know what? I've used, so there's a YouTube channel, recommend highly, Raise Your Fist. He doesn't know me, blah, blah, blah. But he literally sits there, is like, you know what, dude? Make America great, or make America great? Yes. Make Mexico great. Motherfucker, if you look at the history that is Mexico, this should be one of the greatest countries too. Their history, their natural resources. This should be great. And I'm talking to a Iskander who's a Mexican, and it's just like, yeah, that would be nice, but no. And that is so depressing. That is so depressing. Now, where I work, yeah, blah blah blah. Where I work, I have a dude who's from Ecuador, and I have to admit I had to bite my tongue because he's like, "Tell me when America was great." I don't know. Around the time that they fought, or they helped to fight against, you know, ending the slave trade, where we had a great, you know, or during the 1950s, where we had a we were one of the financial powerhouses, one instance where we were perfectly, superbly awesome, that didn't happen. But guess what? There was a bunch of littles that we have done where it's like, yeah, you know what? I think there's a certain amount of praise that should be recognized.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why America is the global superpower that it is. Did it get there through altruistic means? No, of course not. But the fact of the matter is it is the global superpower it is because it is one of the strongest, if not the strongest country on the goddamn planet. And it's been one of the strongest, if not the strongest country on the planet for a hot fucking minute. Like, it's been a while.
No, and honestly, that's where I love Trump. Hate him all you want. I'm not gonna talk you out of that. But the fact that he went, you know what? Hey, there's this whole NATO thing, and we're like 90% of the value of this. How about no? You need to pay your fair share. And guess what started to happen? As soon as he's like, nah, bitches. They're like, oh shit. We might get in trouble if we don't pay our fair share.
And as the global superpower, as the one country on the goddamn planet that spends more on military spending than the next 12 countries combined, you know what? We earn our right as the global superpower, as the police of the world. And we earn the right to demand dues or taxes, if you will, from subordinate countries that benefit from our protections. Don't get me wrong. I fucking hate taxes. I don't want to pay taxes. I think the American government is a fucking douchebag. But
well, and the fun part is even given that is the fact that so we spend so much money. We actually do research on medical. Hey, does this pill help with fucking cancer, what have you? Yeah. We spend a shit ton of money, and it's like, well, maybe. And then you have like Canada and the EU, it's like, oh yeah, no, this is great. So we spend the money, they get the benefit, and yeah, no, it fucking. Oh no, we pay so much more because we require certain understandings. And don't get me wrong, I agree. We should actually, curb certain requirements when it comes to the health, quote unquote, of, oh, this is what. God, how much we supplement the world. Don't get me wrong. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. I don't know why you are. Well, I understand why, at least. I want you to love your country. I love my country. I hate my countrymen so hard. So much. Like, it's... My God, there's guns! Yeah, and that's a good thing. Yeah. Guns are bad! Why are guns bad? Because guns are bad! Why are guns bad? Because people die. People die with guns, knives, fucking swords, boot to the head. They die in a lot of ways. Guns are just one of them. No, and that's another one of those where it's like, oh, guns, they kill a lot of people. You do realize that when it comes to death by gun, it's due to suicide? Don't get me wrong. We should try to do what we can to prevent suicides. But that's like, I don't even remember what it is. It's like 50%, 60% suicide?
Something like that, yeah. some crystals so I can make me some notes. Slide.
Seriously, we need to make a fucking... We need to make a hub that's nothing but screws. The amount of screw, like, so I'm making, I mean, I guess you're doing it on your end. You're making heavy frames, right? Automating them?
I am automating heavy modular frames, but I am doing it without making a single goddamn screw. I refuse to make 5,000 screws. So I am trying to do it without making a single goddamn screw.
So Zonix is fighting the unions, apparently. Which I support, because unions are bastards. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I really hate unions. I really do. Heat exchangers. No, seriously, all you have to do is look at the douche nozzles that are in charge of our goddamn it's the people who are in charge of loading and unloading our ships, our any ships, not our, but you know.
Yeah.
Hey, look, they're bringing in 10,000 tons of whatever. And these douche nozzles, like, they literally were like, well, we're gonna fucking go on strike because you don't respect us or whatever horse shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
you do realize other countries actually have greater automation to take care of this. Oh, they don't care about the worker. I tell you what, let's no. I hate unions. Fucking useless cum dumpsters, all of them. But we do stuff. No, I mean you do, but you do it horribly. You do it inefficiently. You do it in a way where it's like, well, you deserve to pay us for what? We lift things. We have machines for that. We move things. We have machines and people for that.
Yep.
But we deserve to get paid. No. Fuck unions. Fuck unions. Fuck unions. Fuck all of every individual single unit unions. All of them. Every single one of them. Oh, but worker rights. Yeah, that existed pre-unions, post-unions.
Alright. So
God, I fucking hate unions.
I have 18 reinforced plate coming out. Fuck. Ow.
Mm. So, for those of you who do not know, things like government paid healthcare. That was done during World War II, where this cum dumpster, FDR,
Yeah, that's that guy.
he had a pay ceiling, a roof, where hey, you could only pay your workers so much. And so people started going, okay, we can only pay our workers so much. We'll pay for childcare. We'll pay for healthcare, because this is not paid, or it's not part of the restrictions that FDR made. The cum dumpster that he is. And given that, you get additional benefits, and the only reason why you got the benefits, not due to unions, the useless cum dumpsters who whine like little bitches. I fucking hate unions. No, it is literally, companies who are like, hey, we still need to incentivize individuals to work for us. How can we incentivize our individuals to work for us? And why is it that unions can only truly exist in states, in organizations, in worlds where it's like, well, you have to be a union? So how about this? We have, here's a union, here's not a union. Have fun. Guess what? Unions lose because they're pieces of shit. But we're not supposed to talk about that.
So I know I got 120. It was all 90. I remember that. So I got 150. I'm using 60, so I have 90.
That's actually a funny or a fun thing I heard, today. So you have far left individuals talking about how they went on Joe Rogan. And when they were talking to Joe Rogan, he nodded while talking, or while they were talking. And then you have somebody like, I don't know, Penn Shapiro, and they were nodding. And, I thought he was paying attention and understanding, but, apparently he's a far-right activist, and it's like, Joe Rogan? Are you shitting me? It's like Tim Pool. Guess what? Tim Pool, I can tolerate. He says things, and I'm like, okay, yes, no, but yes, but no. Joe Rogan. I didn't know Joe Rogan was a hardcore alt-right individual, But I guess, according to the far left, he is, because he doesn't say, I don't know, no, bad. Hell, fucking The View. The View actually made an argument, well, not an argument, or voice, where it's like, hey, Donald Trump might be killed by fucking by Elon Musk. Like, Elon Musk is actually the president. What? Seriously? Like, why? Because he said, hey, look at this bill. This is a bad bill. Well, Elon Musk is obviously the real president. Huh? Seriously, if you're on the left, you are retarded. I'm sorry. All you have to do is listen to those who are, you know, the primary. Those who are, I am this representation. Is Joe Rogan on the left? Yes. Is he a representation of the left? Kind of. Like, he still tries to be understanding. But guess what? He is not. Oh, no. No, and I forget what it was. There was something like, hey, you know, yeah, my brain's going blank. But it's something like, hey, you know, here's reality. Oh, drawing a blank, so it doesn't matter.
That's right. I'm getting pretty drunk too. Sure.
But yeah, I'm ready to call it. I don't know if you are.
Yeah, I am ready to call it. Let me just build myself a sign.
I mean, I'm gonna need a minute.
Okay. See, I need to get these rods. Over here. No. So I'm making reinforced iron plate. Getting that. What do I need the rods for? Okay, so for it's modular frames, right? Yeah. Okay, modular frames. I have the 60 plate. No. Need 60 plate to make it, so I am outputting 18 reinforced plate. So I need 72 rods. Okay. So this is my modular frame factory. I need to get it. So here. Go up. Here. I only have 15 unused iron plate. Unused. I need to send it there.
I'm good to call it when you are.
Myself a sign here. Get a bigger fucking sign.
Unfortunately, they're not a bigger sign.
But I can build 2 symbols.
This is Dot. The best Dot.
Okay.
And
So, my note is 75 iron rod for modular frame, working on heavy modular frame. 2 notes.
okay.
So, I know what I'm working on. I'm in the middle of some bullshit over here, so I know that when I come back in 2 goddamn weeks. What the fuck I'm doing, because I'm clearly in the middle of a incomplete factory, so...
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, thanks for the follow, very kind man. And, any last words, Buddah?
Fuck unions! Fuck all of the unions!
That's about a par for the course.
Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, good night.